Good evening, everyone. Today has been a crazy day in the markets, so I wanted to jump on the charts real quick and give you guys a rundown of what's going on. So NASDAQ, I'm just going to cover NASDAQ and SPY and then get over to all the cryptocurrencies for the day. Yeah, the NASDAQ, it does look like it's been very strong, basically from March to April. Strong run up there. This is, like all-time highs here. And I mean, you can see here, like the RSI it's been pretty high lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was some kind of slight pullback, possibly to the 148, 150 level. But yeah, again, that's just kind of like the general market for this one here. And the SPY, it's basically the same thing is going on. Yeah, just hitting incredible all-time highs for the overall stock market and all the companies involved. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Just understand that this is a bull market for the stock market that's been going on for over a decade now. But yeah, and then cryptocurrencies are kind of new and emerging. So that's where all the gains are, at least for the next couple of months. And something to understand is that the stock market, its cycles will be over, like periods of years, most likely, either like a recession or the bull run like it's been in. Like it's been a great market with nothing too significant besides about a year ago when COVID hit, and then it quickly recovered and went on to do much more. So again, I'm going to go over these cryptocurrency charts to show you percentages and what price levels they could possibly be at. I am not a registered financial advisor, so do your own research on these things and make your own decisions on your investments. But let's get into it. So Bitcoin finally broke above the 60,000 level. Pretty strong today, actually. Kind of shot up straight to 63,000, almost 63,500. Currently 63,200. And I mean, you can see here it's getting definitely closer to the 69,000, almost 70,000 level of the fib here. So yeah, that's definitely something that will be very interesting to see what happens from there, if it will extend out of the fib, which is pretty wild, or if we get some kind of correction from there. A lot of people definitely do think that altcoins will continue to do well if, regardless of Bitcoin. But I mean, we all know that Bitcoin was the one that started this bull run. It's been the front runner. It's been very strong. So, yeah, definitely something we need to keep an eye on. For Ethereum, also had a strong run up. I don't want to say that it hasn't had anything incredible happen to it. Like, it definitely has. It surpassed its all-time highs around 1,400. It is now around 2,300. But I want to show now that it's we should still like basically be thankful of levels that are at currently, instead of necessarily expecting it to go much higher. So it's where it is currently is 72% above where it was its peak in the 2018 bull run. So now it's 3 years later, and we're kind of repeating the process of needing to reach a new peak, and then we'll most likely have some kind of correction. So absolutely something to be aware of if you're new to this market. it might have been incredible if you invested lower down here or something like that, if you were someone who bought higher up. Also expecting Ethereum to maybe go to, let's say, 5,000. You were in for a very rude awakening. It went all the way back down to around $90, which is a truly a massive correction. So just definitely expect volatility, and just something to be aware of if you are involved in cryptocurrencies in any way. So Ethereum, since it's gotten past the 1.6 level, we're looking for it to next hit the 2.618. We'll see if it reaches that. And yep, that's about it. So it's close to the 2,500 like I talked about before, but now we're looking for 3,400. Bitcoin Cash, I know that it might seem like a more expensive altcoin, and I probably mentioned this before, but this is, I believe, like one of my most favorite picks for altcoins that aren't a few cents or a few dollars or something like that. I definitely am a big advocate of the cheaper altcoins because your money can go farther. But this one in particular, the percentages are so good on it that it's almost like it is worth $1 or a few dollars just because of the kind of return you can get. You usually can't get the returns like these with these highly valued assets, but you can think of Bitcoin Cash in a way similar to Bitcoin, where Bitcoin cost 3,000 or 5,000, but ended up going to 60,000, from these levels right here. So it's something similar. So where like the previous all-time highs, the end of 2017, beginning of 2018 peak was, around $4,000. So even from like $800 right here to get to 4,000 is still 600% return, which you'll see in these other altcoins. There's still plenty of them that don't have that same amount left just to get to all-time highs. That's not necessarily including the fib we have drawn. But so for example, I drew these price levels from the previous all-time highs to where it is currently. So let's say Bitcoin is around 200% above its previous all-time high. Ethereum is 72% above its all-time high. So what I did was I kind of, just met it somewhere in the middle. It's totally arbitrary. I just picked 95. You can save 100%. What was it? Yeah, 75 to 200. So let's just say around 100%. If Bitcoin Cash were to go 100% above its previous all-time highs, that could give us somewhere around 8,000. I honestly haven't seen anyone else do this kind of analysis with the price levels and measuring these other ones. So definitely, take that with a grain of salt, but it's just something that I'm thinking. You definitely can't expect any other asset to act like Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything else really. They're all their own thing. But this was just something fun that was, it was cool to play with, and also it did fit within these Fibonacci lines, and it wasn't anything too insane like way out here. So essentially 8,000 as one target that is kind of in line with these other percentages would be around 8,000, which would be double what the previous all-time high was at 4,000. So yeah, right now we're just looking for Bitcoin Cash to break around $1,000. The next level from there is 1,500 and 2,000. All right, XRP. So it was late last night that I was watching the chart. So in my previous videos, I talked about XRP getting rejected at 150. You can see these 3 candles right here where it got rejected. And there was a pullback there to 130. And then, so I was basically watching like right here, close to around midnight. Yep. So, and then I was looking at this, I was like, that's basically a cup and handle. So I was expecting it to shoot up. I didn't know it would go up this much, but yeah, I was expecting a bullish move from it. And then, so I was looking at this for such a long time, and then I started looking over here, and this green box that I made, I was like, wait a second. So it's gonna have the same, like it's very, very similar, like cup and handle formation here and here. And I was like, okay, so what if it did go up a little bit and then have some kind of like pullback or consolidation and then another run up? So all I did was I took the fractal from right here, and then I was like, okay, so if it does do this, then this is essentially what we're looking for if it does the exact same thing. But then I noticed today, if you actually just layer it on top, it ended up doing a move where it did the pullback and consolidation and then shot up from there. So it was essentially this move right here, the consolidation and then up. So I just thought that was fun. I've seen people use the fractals, and I feel like it definitely won't work all the time. It has to be nearly an identical pattern, just like it was here. And I wasn't sure that it wouldn't have done a second consolidation, but it looked like this one did just go straight up, just like right here, which is pretty fun. If it would actually keep doing something like that, we could see 220. I actually like that it hit this level perfectly, 1.89, 190, and did get a rejection, because it feels like we're just continuously hitting a new level, consolidating, and then just keep reaching up. So I wouldn't be surprised to see another run up. I mean, we look at this. It's April 13th today. Even just a few days ago, like April 9th, it hasn't even been a full week yet, and XRP was at $1, and now it's nearly at $2. So these are super exciting moves that we're looking at here. CRX on the hourly forms a double top, so I'm not super excited for it to be possibly doing a pullback to $2, but I'm hoping that this is some kind of consolidation in order for a push higher to 270. I'm seeing like a lot of wicks. It almost seems like it's like kind of unsure of the range of where it's going. But yeah, I'm definitely looking for 270 next. Hopefully we'll see some bullish movement in this within the next couple of days. EOS, this is a line where there's about 193 to 200% left to get to the all-time highs of around $22, $23. So this one has just basically been seeing some consolidation, and we're finally seeing a bit of a breakout here from the $6 to $8 level. So yeah, the next targets are really looking for in the long run is it for it to hit the all-time highs of $22. It will most likely take another few weeks here. You see how it's kind of been going sideways but still up overall. Ethereum Classic. So we have 125% left to reach all-time highs of around $49 to $50. We're currently at 22, so you could, that's still basically double the investment right there. That's just how I look at these things. Absolutely make your own decisions on whether you're willing to get into this. but this is what it looks like if you kind of zoom out and look at the weekly. Okay. We have Zcash, which is 263% away from its all-time high. Currently at like 240. We're looking for around $800 to $900. So it's crossed the 0.236 level. We're looking for it to reach the 0.382 and then 0.5 of around basically $400 to $500. Okay, BAT is awesome. It has already surpassed its all-time highs. See the measure on that. Okay, it's 56% above its all-time high currently, which was just $1 before. It's been like super vertical run up. But yeah, there's no reason why it can't keep pushing to our next level at 260. So keep an eye on that. And I mean, something similar between BAT and VET. You see they're already making these great run-ups here, especially VET. On some exchanges, there's like previous price data, but for the most part, there isn't. So it's really hard to draw like a Fibonacci on this and really know where it's going to end up. But I mean, for the most part, this used to be like 1 cent or under 1 cent, even just a year ago. So it's already 15x what it used to be. Off on the bottom here. Yeah, it's gone up like 2,000%. So it's definitely been fun to watch the price of essentially something that was worth a penny go up to 15 cents. But yeah, there's no like future data to say about this one. So yeah, just be careful if you are interested in this at all. That's just my opinion, but yeah, for a long-term hold, this could be great, but I mean, you never know. So, but yeah, that is my recap on the markets. It seems like nearly everything is popping off. Bitcoin has been going up multiple $100s just during this video. Same thing with the others. So definitely check out these altcoins if you're interested. A Celsius link to stake your cryptos and earn interest in the link in the description. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.